there is many different forms of advocacy. It can be legal, it can be other services, it can be praying, it can be you are the resource in between desperation and prosperity.
So sometimes you have to advocate for somebody because they can't speak on their behalf.
They cannot.
So you might speak for them. Have you got an example of where you've helped somebody for a certain length of time and then they've been able to advocate for themselves so they grow in their ability? Have you got an example of that?
Absolutely. One of our beautiful church, I have had permission to talk on Betty's behalf. We originally, she was in homeless, and she ended up in housing commission, but she had no family, no ability to communicate that she needed additional services. So when Mercy Ministries come involved, I asked, would you like me to help with your permission to set up aged care services? So when we were doing that, we actually got aged care involved, and I was able to talk on the phone and with her present and work through that situation. So she ended up getting services. She ended up getting help and care. And even to the state of the hospital, when she went into hospital with her cancer and she nearly died, we advocated there when we were like in between the doctors not understanding her situation and the welfare officers there. We actually created a place. Now, as you can see, Betty's walking into church. She's able to have her own, and she's actually sustaining herself. And she, as you know, she's become baptized, and she's an advocate for the body of Christ, even in a wheelchair, assisting at the morning teas.
So she's gone from somebody who's, because of her circumstances, needed somebody to help and step in. And then she got to the point where she's able to look after herself, and now she's actually reaching out to some other people.
And giving back to others. Beautiful. All the time. And a matter of fact, there's been a ripple effect from that example, from several different cases. There's been a number of those cases, too many to mention, Peter. But that case, ripple effect to some youth coming to our church. And that is how God uses. He uses the smallest seed and that little ripple that when we advocate for somebody, utilizing his guidance and the gospel, that ripple effect ends up coming like a web, and it grows. And we've through that we've helped youth and their families, including non-Christian youth and their families.